covenant, they didn't have that spirit, y'all. Like, so we have the spirit through Jesus, right? So we need to acknowledge that, listen to our spirit in these moments, and allow the spirit to guide us through this life. This thing that we call life, which is from Jesus, the truth, the way, the life, right? John 14, verse 6, y'all. I'm going to get a poster of that, by the way. It's probably going to be up. I'm probably going to, there's like some space over here on this wall. I'm probably finna get that. Because I've been warned. I was like, there's one little thing I want to, like one little space I want to get up here for my room. And I think I'm going to get that for sure. It's either that or Galatians 5:16. But John 14, verse 6 just stays popping up to me like recently. But anyways, y'all, yeah, and also I got a verse that's going to connect to this, verse 18, okay? So let's go to 2 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 17. Chapter 3, right here. All right. So it says here, now the Lord is the Spirit, all right? And where the Spirit of the Lord is, there's freedom. So see the old covenant, they didn't have that, right? But we do. So we need to understand that. We need to acknowledge that and do not take it for granted, right? And we need to lean more on the Spirit and not more on our understandings, right? Stop leaning on our understandings of this life and lean more on the Spirit to guide us day by day, right? So now let's go into verse 19. Now we get into the fleshly works. All right, so verse 19. Now the works of the flesh are obvious: sexual immorality, moral impurity, and promiscuity. All right, and that's what we're gonna dive into for today. So what I got? So sexual immorality, first one, right? This refers to any sexual activity outside the boundaries of biblical endorsed marriage, y'all. So any type of sex, right? Any type of sex outside of marriage or any sexual activity, we can't do that. We can't do that. And if you've already done it, he's already forgiven you for it. But don't put that on yourself to keep doing it now that you've been forgiven for it, right? It's always going to be there, right? That sin, that sexual sin is always going to be there. And you're going to struggle with a lot of temptations now that you've already done it, right? More than the person who hasn't had sex, right? So